Hey everyone, my name is Tyler Penor and I'm the founder of the Chironium and the School of Living Astrology, where I help others to understand the living nature of astrology so that we may walk a path of wisdom, clarity, health, and healing. And I want to thank you for taking the time to check out my video here. Just going to introduce you guys a little bit to living astrology and some of the perspectives and philosophy that I come from with my teachings. And if you've ever wondered, where does astrology come from? How does it work? And how can it benefit me in my life? Well, these are some of the things that, I asked myself as I studied astrology for 15 years. Learning all the framework of it, learning about what the signs are, what the planets are, seeing how it applies to my personality type. But it only kind of it was like surface level. I really wanted to understand the roots of astrology. Where did these teachings come from? And how come every form of people around the world have their own form of astrology? Astrology is just the understanding of the nature of time, and it's really reflected within the seasons and within the elements, and really all the human archetypes that we all each express. And if you've ever wondered, is there something more and something deeper to astrology? What's behind astrology? What is, the essence of astrology? So this is what the focus is of living astrology. And really, in the living astrology model, there's a complete cosmology framework woven out throughout the entire teachings. And so in these next series of videos, I'm going to be sharing with you guys, laying out the birth chart, the houses, the signs, and the planets, which are really the foundation for utilizing the tool of astrology. And a quick analogy before I let you guys go to those videos, just on a perspective of how astrology works. A lot of people kind of are pushed away from it as they say, if astrology works and it's true, then that means I don't have free will, and really that's kind of a misunderstanding. Astrology, has kind of shifted and changed its form in our modern day to just be about fortune telling and predictive astrology, and really what we see in kind of the newspapers and the magazines, just the 12 signs of the zodiac. And really that's as far as most people's understanding goes on what astrology is, but it's much, much more than that. It's much deeper than that. And so, if you're someone who says, oh, I don't believe in astrology, I just challenge you to check these videos out. I'm going to lay it all out in a way that really makes sense, and in a way I'm sure you've never heard before. So in that analogy, as I'm saying, fate and free will, they come together in astrology. That's life. We're kind of, we have our path, we have our born qualities that we're born with, but what we do with it is up to us. So the birth chart is similar to how you were born with this one specific physical body. We're all born with a body. We can't really change it or get a new one. And each body has its own challenges and its own gifts and just different qualities. We all have this kind of same human body, 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, but each one is unique. So we're each this unique expression of the human being. And so you're given this one body. Like I said, it has its own gifts and challenges that come along with it, but what we do with our body is up to us. We can be the strongest person in the world and just sit in front of a TV all day and not use our gifts, or we can be someone who's maybe had a lot of challenges and maybe we have a lot of disabilities, but we can learn and figure out and utilize our own will to kind of grow and learn and figure things out that maybe we weren't naturally able to do. So let's apply that now to the birth chart. So your birth chart just shows your energetic makeup, the framework of your emotions, your mind, your beliefs, how you move, all these different characteristics. But the analogy I use is you your astrology shows you kind of the palette of colors you were born with. We each have our own unique colors, our own unique gifts. But what we do with that palette of colors, that's our life. That's the picture that we create. So our life is the picture. Colors, we're born with, but what we do with them, and like I said, the picture we paint, that's our freedom. So really, the birth chart is the same way. It shows you your palette of colors that you have to work with, but what you do with them is up to you. But the more you get to know your colors, the more you get to know how to mix and match the different colors that you're born with, you can get different colors. And so the teaching is that we each have 3 primary colors within us. So we can create any color we want, any experience in life. We can really do anything. But for some of us, it's challenging to get, say, that unique color we're looking for. Some of us may have been born with, all these unique colors. But if we all have the 3 primaries, we can each achieve each one. We just have to learn. Some of us, it takes a lot longer to, maybe we try mixing these colors and it didn't work, and we have to keep working at it. But if we do, we eventually can create the color that we're looking to get in our life. So really, that's how the birth chart works. It doesn't tell you who you are. It doesn't tell you what's going to happen. It shows you what you're working with, and maybe some of the better timings and the rhythms to work with that. And that's really how transits work. It's like you have your birth chart, your born colors, and the transits are just like the canvas you're working with. What's coming at you right now? What's the canvas you're painting on? Is it black? Is it red? Is it textured? So just this analogy I like to use to really help people understand that astrology is not about telling your future. It's not about fortune telling. It's just about understanding yourself and learning yourself and learning nature and learning these patterns within nature and the elements to really live the best life that you can. So really, astrology is just a tool, that you can just put on your tool belt to live through your life and help you out. It's not going to give you answers. It's just going to help you formulate better questions, and that's what life's about. It's a quest. So just wanted to give you guys that little introduction there. And if you're wanting to learn more, the next video we're going to go into laying out the foundation of the birth chart. We're going to go into the houses, and then the next video will be about the signs, and then we'll do a third video about the planets. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you check those videos out, and thank you again for listening to me, and I'll see you in the next video.